Hi, I'm Kirsten Chick, author of Nutrition Brought to Life, and this podcast is a companion to the book. You can listen as you read Nutrition Brought to Life, or before as a kind of preview, or after you've finished the book as a refresher. Either way, I hope this helps you make some small changes that make a big difference in your life. Hello, I'm back with some more Nutrition Brought to Life for you. This week I'm focusing on Chapter 13, Tissue Protection and Repair. Your body is made up of several different types of tissue, like different fabrics might be used to make a sofa or a doll, for example. There is endothelial tissue lining your gut, for example. So if you want to address gut health, it's useful to know what helps to keep the tissue there in good shape. Different types of tissue make up your joints, bones, muscles, brain, heart, liver, and even your blood. Whatever the type of tissue, it's made up of the cells that are home to your DNA, to the mitochondria we've been looking at with regards to energy production, and to many other features that keep you alive. There are trillions of such cells in your body, and they nestle in a gel-like structure called a matrix. Depending on the type of tissue, this matrix can be an almost solid gel, such as in bones, or more liquid. This matrix has many properties and functions of its own. The main types of tissue in your body are muscle tissue, nerve tissue, epithelial tissue, and connective tissue. Muscles are not just in your biceps and abs and those other bigger muscles you might focus on in the gym. You also have muscles to help your eyes blink, your jaw move, and to propel things through your digestive system. Muscle surrounds all of your blood vessels too, enabling them to expand and contract. And your heart is one very large muscle pumping away. Nerve tissue makes up your brain and the main nerve cells running through your body, relaying information, including what you can see, hear, taste, smell, and feel, and how to respond to all of that. These electrical signals rely on sodium, potassium, and calcium, so it's essential you have a good balance of those in your diet. Epithelial tissue lines things like your skin, your digestive tract, and your internal organs. Some epithelial tissue contains cells that secrete fluids like mucus or sweat, and others have cells shaped for better absorption, like the villi in your small intestine. Connective tissue makes up everything else. The flesh between and surrounding areas of epithelial and muscle tissue, and also your bones, tendons, cartilage, and your blood. It has many varying functions depending on where it is. Connective tissue can be shock absorbing and helps to deliver nutrients and clear waste. Like your muscles, some of your connective tissue itself can be tense or relaxed and can influence your overall posture. Your bones are much firmer, of course, and include a reservoir of minerals that we can take out if we need them elsewhere. All these types of tissue are formed mostly of water and also proteins, fatty acids, and carbohydrates. To keep them healthy, you also need many different kinds of vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. Chapter 13 of the book goes through these in more detail. I'm just going to give you a brief overview here. As we've been looking at gut health and the microbiome, I thought it would be nice to focus on the epithelial tissue that lines the gut and produces a layer of protective mucus, and the connective tissue just below that. Together with your microbiome, these provide an impressive set of smart barriers that cleverly allow nutrients in while keeping everything else out, as long as they're in good shape. The epithelial layer relies on many nutrients to do this. Vitamin C, D, E, B12 and folate, alongside the minerals zinc, selenium, iodine, and selenium. I've said that twice. So the minerals zinc, selenium, and iodine, they protect your epithelial tissue against inflammation, damage, and disease. Vitamin A helps it to differentiate, which means to be the right shape in the right area. So the epithelial tissue in your stomach needs to be tough, as well as able to secrete acid to help process your proteins, while the epithelial tissue in your small intestine needs to have a surface of thousands of finger-like projections to maximize how many nutrients it can absorb. And vitamin A helps it to make the different kinds of tissue in the different areas. You may also have come across an amino acid called glutamine, which helps to keep your gut lining healthy, even during times of infection and inflammation. It's found in many protein sources, especially bone broth, which is one of the reasons for its resurgence in popularity. Glutamine supplements and daily bone broth can be helpful for many people, but I'd recommend just short spells for people with cancer, as many cancer cells consider glutamine a useful food. Berberine, on the other hand, is a plant-based nutrient that not only helps to heal damage to the intestinal wall, but has also been shown to have a number of anti-cancer properties. Your connective tissue, just a thin layer deeper, and also the tissue that makes up your bones, joints, blood, and fascia, has two main components to its matrix: a highly hydrated gel called ground substance, and protein fibers, including collagen and elastin. The ground substance is made of things like glucosamine and chondroitin sulfate, so that's why you might see those as supplements recommended for joint and tissue health. Elastin helps your tissue to stretch, and then collagen helps it to ping back again, and so is really important for the integrity of your tissue, to prevent it sagging, for example. To make collagen, you need various amino acids from the proteins in your diet. You also need vitamin C and the minerals zinc, magnesium, boron, copper, iron, silicon, and magnesium. Magnesium, zinc, silicon, and boron are also essential to your bone health. We usually think of just calcium for bones, but we need a broad range of minerals to keep your bones strong. I haven't given you all the food sources for the nutrients I've mentioned today, simply as there isn't enough time. You can refer to the book for that. But hopefully this has opened your eyes to just how crucial a varied diet is to your tissue health, and reminded you that eating isn't just about calories and energy. One of my favourite superfoods is seaweed, because it contains so many of the vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients you need to stay at the top of your game. I try and have some every day to support the health of my brain, my thyroid, my bones, joints, gut, and a whole lot more. You can't have much if you're on thyroid medication, but otherwise I'd urge you to explore all the wonderful different types of seaweed and what you can do with them. Kelp, sea spaghetti, dulse, wakame, these are all freely available in health food shops and online. I have recipes in Nutrition Brought to Life for a bone-strengthening carrot and sea spaghetti salad, and also for kombu and ginger tea. What are your favourite ways to eat sea vegetables? Over the next couple of episodes, I'll be looking at proteins, fats, and oils. We've already covered sugars and other carbohydrates, so we'll have covered all the raw materials that make up your tissue, plus explored many of their other amazing qualities and functions. Have a great week. Thanks for listening to the Nutrition Brought to Life podcast. There's also a Facebook group you can join called Nutrition Brought to Life Podcast Community, where you can share useful insights and recipes, ask questions, and get more support on your nutrition journey. If you haven't read it yet, there's so much more in the book, Nutrition Brought to Life.